Hello, squatters. I hope you guys are good. Chop is going. I'm back with another one. Now ngivutha amalanga manje. Ngichitha izinto ezishisayo kakhulu. Let's quickly get into this. For as long as there's intelligence, there's always going to be information. Leak of information. Let me tell you this thing straightforward. Cyril Ramaphosa has created his own Marikana, the Marikana 2.0 there in the DRC with our South African National Defence Force. Ask me again, I will repeat. Cyril Ramaphosa is creating his own 2.0 Marikana there in the DRC. Again, this is what he believes in. Let me give you the story, by the way. Right from the beginning, there's our soldiers, our young men, were not sent there as peacekeepers. They were not sent there on a peacekeeping mission. They were sent there for an offensive mission. They were sent there to fight the rebels, not to maintain peace there in the DRC. Cyril Ramaphosa has got business interest in the DRC together with his friend, President Tshisekedi. These two men, they are the reason why our soldiers were killed there in the DRC. His family, himself, Cyril Ramaphosa, they have business interests there. That is why our soldiers are now supposed to be returned back to our country in body bags. Now you start to realize how greedy politicians are. Instead of prioritizing people's lives, you know that our soldiers are ill-equipped, you know that our soldiers are ill-trained, you send them for an offensive mission. Our soldiers are not actually allowed to combat any offensive mission. They should be going on this kind of deployments for peacekeeping missions, not for offensive missions, not to fight, but to maintain peace. And now some of our soldiers are captured there. They call the parliamentary committee, they call the Minister of Defense, they call the commander of the South African National Defence Force. When they get to the parliament, they sleep. They were sleeping, like they were dozing. How comfortable they are. You take someone who has never carried a rifle in their life, you make them a Minister of Defense. What do you expect? This is a nonsensical cadre deployment which the ANC has created to perpetuate its corruption. Simple as that. It's bad. Very embarrassing. We think this is, this is circus. They are not taking anyone seriously. They are prioritizing their business interest. What are we going to do now? You know, the EFF MP, by the way, Carl Niehaus, he mentioned very important things. He mentioned that our soldiers are exposed to risk there because they are on an offensive mission. Number two, he asked the minister, when are you returning our young men? They are dying there. We just send them there only to return in body bags. I'm telling you, there's no other better way I can put it. I'm sorry if I'm being insensitive. This is exactly what it is. What are we doing in South Africa? It's politicians for you. This is what they do. Right from the beginning of the agreement, it was never about peacekeeping mission. It was an offensive mission. President Tshisekedi called Ramaphosa and said, bring your soldiers here so we can discipline these rebels. because Ramaphosa is a Marikana Casanova, then he sends soldiers there, you know, because what? They are protecting their business interests. And now we look at the Rwandan president, Kagame, as someone who's bad, because the media paints him as a horrible person. He tried to intervene. He tried to say, listen, gentlemen, let's do this thing the diplomatic way. Let us go to the negotiation table and talk to these rebels and hear them out. What do they want? Those rebels are protecting the minerals to leave the country. They don't want it. There are certain things that they are not actually happy about. And what is the response of the DRC government in the Eastern DRC? They send the military. They deploy the military from South Africa to fight those guys. Now they will fight back because they are being fought against. If someone is fighting, they are actually saying, fight back, hit back. And we send our soldiers there. Unfortunately, they are just waiting to die. What are we doing? It's a problem. I wish EFF maybe can push this issue further because, yes, it is a fact that Cyril Ramaphosa, our president, sent those soldiers for an offensive mission. They were told to go there and fight. I don't know what was at stake for them to benefit in return, or maybe they were going to be, I don't know, because when they deploy you outside, by the way, you're going to get much more, depending on the risk and how the country is. All of that. But now, I don't know what exactly they were told, those soldiers. Maybe we can find one of them to tell us, anonymously so, that, listen, this is what we were told. And the commander-in-chief, the defense commander, you know, he was just numb in the parliamentary committee. He was just numb. He didn't know what to say. The minister was also all over. She was blank. You could see that this person doesn't know anything. Only the gangster Ramaphosa did that. He dribbled them. And then he turns around and say, President Kagame's military is there and then they are involved. Why are you doing shady things and hiding behind other people? And he mustn't try that man, by the way. I've mentioned that before, that he mustn't really try that man. Because that man has been through a lot and he doesn't want anything to happen to his people. 1993, Rwanda genocide, you will know what happened there. The Hutus are taking the Tutsis. And there was genocide all over. Until today, they can't heal from that pain. Some of them still don't understand what happened. People left the country. We don't want war. But with our president acting how he's acting now, he is not there as a mediator. Cyril Ramaphosa has got business interest in the DRC, the mines to be specific. His family and himself, they have mine business interest there. So they are protecting their assets there. And now the poor defense force young men must die there on an offensive mission. That they must go there and fight the rebels. Fully armed, highly trained. The rebels. Look now where we are now. He has actually done the Marikana return. This is 2.0 Marikana. I'm telling you, it's going to come out. What I'm saying now, it will make sense to you. Keep watching the news, keep following, keep watching my content, then you'll connect the dots. It should make sense to you. People prioritize capital over human life. It's a fact. It's a fact. We are where we are today because of these two presidents who planned, they orchestrated this whole thing that, listen, bring your force, your military force, I will have mine so they can fight the rebels. They got angry, those people. Then they retaliated. very, very, very high caliber of arms, rifles, explosives, everything. They are fully equipped, those people. Sophisticated arms, very advanced. What would you do to the rebels? What would you do? Now our soldiers have surrendered. They said they need a free passage to hey, they are begging. They disarmed them, by the way. They disarmed them. They own our defense force. The rebels, the M23 rebels, owns our defense. What are we going to do? What are we going to say? There's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can say because the president is the one who caused this chaos. He should have said, I'm not going to be involved in the offensive mission. Sort out your issues. I can come, but on a peacekeeping mission. Let him disclose the contract they have between him and President Tshisekedi, the DRC president, so we can see what actually transpired. I think I'm just hoping the parliamentary committee will push to that. Listen, you want to know exactly what was agreed upon. There was a planned offensive mission here. Our soldiers are not actually allowed to engage into such because you are engaging in other countries' politics, but you fail in your own country. Then they are starting a revolution. Then they blame the Rwandan president, President Kagame, to say, hey, you are interfering. Goma is right next to Rwanda. There. And by the way, President Kagame doesn't like what Tshisekedi is doing. And Ramaphosa. That is why he called him out to say, stop lying, stop distorting the information. He was very angry, that man. Where are we going? This is going to cause more damage. When is the president going to withdraw our military? Or are we waiting for them to be returned in body bags? I don't know, squatters. Maybe you'll have your views, we'll keep on engaging, then maybe I will get a sense, actually, this is how it can happen and all of that. We are calling for our defense force to be withdrawn with immediate effect because their lives are in danger there. Thank you, squatters, for watching my content. Let's keep engaging. Let's grow this channel. Thanks.